Hey everybody, welcome back for another video. Hope everybody's having a great day and hope you're all doing well. So, the the prices just keep going up and up and up, and it seems to not be stopping because normally at this point I think we would have seen a mini crash or something resembling a crash, but there's nothing like that in sight. So Bitcoin and Neo, which I'll get to in a second, seem to be siphoning prices from all the other coins around them. It was a bit worse last night when I looked at the prices. Everything was kind of down except for Bitcoin and Neo. But things seem to be, have leveled out a tiny bit. I think the Bitcoin hit 4,250 at a certain point. I think it's down maybe like 1% from that area. Still not in the red though. Ripple is up 5.6% and Ethereum is up 3.5% as well, which is always nice. I haven't been able to find much news at all on any English speaking or German speaking forum or website about what's going on with Neo. I am really not 100% sure at all in any way, shape, or form what has happened to it. I think there's been news of like a meeting or a conference that took place regarding them, or maybe some type of collaboration that they have coming up with working with. I honestly have no idea. I haven't been able to find anything. If anyone else knows, that would be great for everyone else, because I'm sure everyone is pretty interested as to what happened. I was looking at the price of Neo, I think it was January or February, and it was around 11 cents, 12 cents or something like that. And now it's floating around $50. I don't know what happened with that coin. And one of the major problems I have, especially when it comes to giving information or using information that I have for myself, is that there are way too many coins. Like I hear you guys, believe me, I see your comments all the time asking me like what's happening with this coin or my thoughts on this coin. I can't give you information on the top 100 coins. It's literally not possible in any way, shape, or form. So Neo was one that I definitely did not see coming. There are a couple like other like smaller coins, like I've talked before about like Digibyte and stuff like that. But I mean, Neo was like these things are always hyped up, but then a lot of times they just kind of fall flat because everyone ends up centering their attention on Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. But lo and behold, something has happened with that coin. Like I said before, I don't call it this, but a lot of people call it the Ethereum of China. So they could be doing something with the price as well. There are a lot of people living there. I'll put it that way. There are a lot of people there. There are a lot of investors there. There are a lot of people who like to make money like fiercely. That is what they do for a living. So that could have a real effect on what is happening with the price of Neo right now. But luckily all the other coins, or rather the other quote unquote important coins, the ones who are normally at the top, they are also rising in price. So it's nice to see that happening. If you haven't noticed, like I just said, Bitcoin is very close to $5,000 a coin than it has ever been. This is raising a lot of questions amongst people. I see it all over the place, and a lot of my friends keep asking me, should they buy Bitcoin? And I honestly don't know what to tell people, because part of the problem is that when the price was, this was years and years ago, when the price was $100 and then it shot up to $1,200 right after, a short time later, it fell down to $300. That was kind of, that was because of the news that it was considered legal tender in America. This was 2011, 2012. So that was the reason for that fall. The hype kind of, subsided, the price went down, and now we are in a completely different thing where, Bitcoin is now very well known around the world, and is kind of do you opt out of investing because, you think the price may be a bit too high and then it goes up to 10,000 and you miss out? Or do you put your money into it now? There's a short spike, and then you check a week later and it's floating around $1,900, $2,000 a coin. This is the major problem, because I honestly don't know. Like I've said before, there is nothing. I personally believe that nothing in this world actually has value except for the value that we give it. So, Bitcoin has a lot of projects coming up. There was a lot of hype, like I said, around the entire SegWit thing. So this is why I think once that subsided, we're seeing the prices go up, and it's very difficult to tell people if they should buy an entire Bitcoin or not. Because personally, I've said this before as well, I think it's a lot more likely for Ethereum to go from 300 to 600 than it is for Bitcoin to double, to go to around 10,000. When it comes to investing, especially, if you are, I don't want to say afraid, but I think there's a larger chance for smaller coins or smaller, higher named coins, like the the top 10, the top 15 coins to double in price at a certain point, especially if there's a coin for 25 cents. I think it's more likely that it'll go up to 75 cents than Bitcoin will go up to 15,000 anytime soon. So I wish I had a crystal ball. Like I really wish I do, so I could tell you exactly what's going to happen to the price, but I really don't know at this point. I expected a bit of a price jump when SegWit was over, but nothing kind of like what we're seeing. I think 5,000 is very, very close. We're not that far off at all. Like Bitcoin has gone up at one point $700 within 2 days, and if it does that again, that's 5,000 a coin. That's like already there. But it's a matter of, will it continue going that far? Will this push continue? I don't know if you guys know the website Fidelity. I think I knew a lot of people who used them before. They've also recently allowed their customers to now buy Bitcoin. Like it's a moment where you don't know if this is the beginning of mass adoption or if this is just like a huge amount of investor hype that's going on. I don't really think it's hype, but I think we're in the beginning stages of what we've been talking about for so long. This is what was talked about in 2013 to 14 so much. Like, when will the beginning of mass adoption happen for these coins? I didn't expect it to happen until around 2020, maybe 2021, 2022. Things typically take a while for them to get into the spotlight, but with social media and all these other things that we have, you know how many ads I see for Bitcoin and investing and mining between Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube? It's almost like bombarding me at a certain point. So there are tons of corporations and huge investors and huge entrepreneurs who are now coming forward and saying that Bitcoin is a great asset class. And it's like, that's crazy, because last year you were all taking a crap on it. Sorry for saying that, but it's true. So, I mean, like I've said before, the big wigs are definitely in it, and it's just a matter of, you gotta, like I always say, guys, please make sure to do your own research before you dump your money into something, because the price could literally go either way. I expect it to eventually rise at some point in the future. Like I said, I don't ever see Bitcoin going back to $1 ever again. But it's a matter if this train will keep on chugging. Yeah, there was a C there, so I messed up a bit. But yeah, so that is definitely something to look into, because the prices are kind of going crazy right now. So Bitcoin satellites might be floating above our heads very soon, and that is not, that's not a joke either. So people have been speculating recently on a video from Blockstream. They are a blockchain tech company who works with and they provide funding for Bitcoin Core. They recently released a video for an upcoming project. It was like a short little teaser video with the words floating by that Blockstream wants to connect everyone on the planet. So I watch a lot of Terminator and, a lot of other movies where robots and machines end up doing bad things. So, this kind of not freaks me out, but, we're definitely in the future. I'll just leave it at that. So a lot of people are actually riled up at this because there have been tons and tons and tons of rumors about collaborations between Elon Musk and Blockstream. Elon Musk said a couple months ago, maybe even a year ago at this point, that he is underway with the project. He wants to launch thousands of satellites into space by the year 2019 because he wants to provide free internet for the entire world, free high-speed internet. Say that. I remember hearing this and I thought that was absolutely great. But yeah, maybe I'm just too old school and I watch too many movies. But yeah, I mean, maybe there's nothing sinister about this, but it does seem really interesting. Like I said before, I told you guys in some of my earlier videos, when I was talking more about getting into like making passive income and writing books and doing all these other things, that by the year 2020, we're gonna have another 1.5 billion, that's billion with a B, people who have access to the internet, who will be able to go online, who will have money and they will be able to spend this money online. This is why, part of the reason why I had the entire videos in the first place, to tell people to start creating content and stuff like that so that other people will be able to find it. So if this guy is able to put thousands of satellites into space by the year 2019 and give internet access to the entire world, that is literally on the deadline exactly to what I was saying. So the video pretty much kind of ends abruptly because it was a teaser. But people have been talking about it online, and apparently the people who created the video said that we will be informed of more soon, quote unquote. So this is very, very interesting. Bitcoin powered satellites that, give internet to the entire world. That that is definitely something. Like I said, we're just waiting for that one thing to kind of catapult one of the coins into, the mainstream, because we're kind of already there. So if there wasn't enough, there's a gigantic amount of excitement around Bitcoin already, and it doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon, which is great because the market needs this. So Bitcoin is very, very close to passing PayPal's market cap, which is phenomenal. If you've ever used PayPal before, or had a dispute with them in any way, shape, or form, it is not fun. I don't not care for them as a company. Like, I have to use them because I'm forced to certain times. But if I could use someone else, I would definitely do so in a second. So PayPal's market cap is currently 70 billion US dollars. You can kind of guess where this is going. Bitcoin a couple hours ago reached 69 billion US dollars as their market cap. So $1 billion is a lot, but in terms of Bitcoin, it's really not. So the crazy part about all of this is that this could happen in a couple hours. This could happen tomorrow. Like these constant spikes with Bitcoin that the price keeps going up. If we see 5,000 a coin, it will have literally surpassed PayPal's. That is a helicopter. Sorry if you can hear that. We surpassed PayPal's market cap in a couple years' time, which is absolutely phenomenal. Guys, I keep saying it over and over, and I'm sorry if it sounds redundant at this point, but we are living in such an exciting time. Like, Bitcoin came out 8 years ago, and look at all the things that are happening with this coin. This is absolutely crazy. I don't know. I really wish I had that crystal ball because this is all absolutely crazy. For me personally, like I always say, the biggest hurdle for any coin to finally make it is to surpass Visa and MasterCard in any way, shape, or form. Anything that can get them into the news that pretty much, shows this coin has surpassed Visa and MasterCard in this way, so and so and so. That is the point where people are ready. Like, people can't ignore cryptocurrencies already because of the entire market cap of all these things. And they won't be able to ignore it for much longer. And it's very, very, very exciting. Like I always say, guys, I hope you are all profiting accordingly. I hope you have your money in the right place. I hope you're all doing your own research. And yeah, I hope you all become very rich in the very near future. Hopefully by December, that'd be a nice little holiday gift for everybody to have in their stocking. All right, guys, that is going to do it for this video. Tons of great news today. It just kind of keeps rolling in, and it's kind of nice to hear, we don't want any bad days. All right, guys, you guys are awesome. Hope you guys have a great day. And yeah, I'll talk to you all soon. See you. Hey, everyone. Thank you very much again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys would like to help me and the channel, there are ways to do so in the description below. Thank you very much, and talk to you guys soon.